Yeah, and we're back, people. Was good. On the way to the shop Monday morning. About to do the damn thing. Just put in some work today. We ain't got no work today, like real work. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning pools and shit. And so today's full on car day. Baby's at daycare. Wife's at work. I'm all by my lonesome. So what do? Race car. All right. So yeah. Just stopped at AutoZone, picked up this quick little battery terminal thing to attach to the wireware ground. I'm gonna just be hooking up the ground so the car will have power. I was supposed to be doing a under dash harness with a whole new busman fuse box with wireware. But I'm gonna go a simplified way and keep the car OEM under the dash for now in the time being, just to get the car started and make some more progress for you guys so we can get the car going. Because if I go with this under dash harness, not to lie, it's a bit more money that I have to spend, and it's gonna take a little longer. Money is money. You gotta make money, you get what I'm saying? So right now we're gonna go the way we have it right now. The car was already running with the stock under dash harness, so we're gonna put the stock well, it's already on there. I'm not going to take it off, so we're going to finish hooking it up, put the dashboard back in, possibly put in the front seats, yeah, and get the headlight harness fully fastened down and ready to go, and dashboard should be back in and bolted down. I'll get back to y'all when I get back to the shop. Bam! All right, so we're back at the shop. Stopped at AutoZone. I told you guys, picked up the battery terminal so that way I can get the battery wired in. Brought the AEM with me. Might as well leave this here now too. Or, who watching out there? I'm not gonna leave this here. I'm gonna take this back home with me. Nah, just kidding. It's gonna stay in the car. Got that in its respected spot. I will be showing you guys when I install this special part I have getting powder coated, how to rivnut. I have this rivnut tool. I've posted about it before on my Instagram or whatnot, but I'll actually be showing you guys how to use it, how it's used, where to use it, how I'm using it. It's a pretty cool tool. Definitely was worth the $60 I got it for. Great tool. So we ended up finding a little plug at the house. I had the wiper delete plug, I think. Yeah, wiper delete plug. So we're gonna get this thing fitted in here to block the rear wiper on the hatch. And I'll show you guys how that goes. Alright, so what I'm doing is this hole on the carbon fiber, they drill it out for you. It's a little bit too big or too small for this plug, I should say. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my uni bit, it's a step drill bit, taking that in. I'm just pretty much gonna round out the hole, go inside the hole a little bit right here, to just open it up just a little bit on the carbon, so that way the plug can fit in there nice and snug. There we go. Showing you guys pretty much where this is my speaker wires, my RCA cables. I will be splicing a little hole in the carpet right here underneath and run it along the floorboard here underneath the dash to the radio for a much clearer look. I have it in some split loom. Pretty much everything goes in there, and it looks really nice with the split loom on there. There's two RCA cables running in here and just one loom. Looks pretty dope. I like it. Might actually do a few more things in this sleeve loom so you can just clean up the under dash harness a little bit, but I'll do that later. I'm gonna go ahead and finish zip tying this OEM harness back up. Like I told you guys before, I was supposed to remove all of this from under here, remove this stock fuse box, that fuse box, and go with the wire wear complete under dash chassis harness. But I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on that till after the car is running, and then we'll do that as an upgrade. So right now we're just gonna keep this as stock for now and then get it going, tidy up everything and get the dashboard back in. So we'll most likely do a time lapse on that to show you guys as I do everything. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, get on this page. Let's get this thing popping, guys. I need you guys to show me you want these videos so I can keep this thing going, man. Keep me motivated. Like, I'm already motivated to get this thing done, but this whole motivation to get you guys involved, this thing actually takes time, guys, believe it or not. So let's get this thing started. All right, so what we're doing here is, this is the old all the AC components under the dash. I didn't want to cut anything out. So what I did is I zip tied all of them together, just like this, just to clean it up. Probably add another zip tie right here, just to give it a nice little compression. I'm gonna take this OEM clip, it still has a clip into it, so I'm gonna drill a hole up here. Just drill a hole so that way this can just pop right back in. I'm gonna show you guys when I do that. It'll pop right back in here and hold this up and out of the way, just like that. And then that way I can have this nice and tucked away underneath here like this. Because I still use this harness, it plugs into the climate control. So that way the climate control still lights up. So I'll have this tucked away in here underneath the dashboard with this clipped into here, just like that. And this can still plug into the climate control. That way it still lights up even though it has no use, but I want it to light up. Big shout out to Wireworks on this dual fan relay integrated into my headlight harness. It runs right here. I'm gonna add 2 fuses here to these 2 main power wires. Shout out to Romy from Wireworks. Huge on the tech support, man. I can't thank you enough, bro. Romy from Wireworks. Tech support on fleek. So these will have 240 fuses from them going to this power splitter right here, and we should be good. You can also see here that I zip tied a few more things to get them tucked and out the way. These will be all secured and fastened. That's the remote wire for the amp. These will all be nice and tucked up here. They were all done in the other car, but I have to finish doing all that before getting the dashboard back up. All this needs to go back up, and yeah, we're almost good, man. Almost there. All right, first things first, I'm just gonna slice a little hole in the carpet real quick under here by the floorboard, so that under the seat, so that way you won't see it, and it's gonna run my RCA cables underneath the carpet and have it going to the front. Just do like a little pocket slice like that and just fish it through. This will go right here underneath the dash to the radio. Boom. Just like that. The carpet will be held back down with the center console, with the shifter console, and we're good to go. Or better yet, I have got an even better solution for them clips. Best money I spent on eBay. I think this was like 18 bucks for this entire box of 132 pieces. They're just clips around the wires, drill a hole, bing, and you got a holder. Yeah, so anybody looking, this thing right here, what is it called? HE90 wire harness routing clip assortment. Can't go wrong. Love this thing. Alright, showing you guys what I did here. Pretty much I got everything just zip tied in a way, so that way dashboard can go back on. Just need to put this ground on right here to this ground. Connect that. Fuse box is gonna bolt up to the dashboard right here, and then all this will be plugged into the designated spots, and you won't be able to see anything once all the covers are on. It'll just be simplified. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing under there. This will be part of the dashboard as well. I got the headlight harness running through the OEM harness pocket thingy under the dash. Got it running through there, zip tied it all to the OEM loom. Got this guy, like I told you guys, I drilled out a little hole there, put a pin, clip there, drilled out another hole, put a clip there, and I also drilled out a oblong hole for this OEM clip. And so this is up there, and I tucked the harness inside of the frame under the dash right there. So it's fully, that's the AC harness, so that's fully away, and the climate control still turns on, and you see I left the plug for it right there, so that'll plug up right there. Got the Wireworks dual fan relays wired into the headlight harness, integrated I should say, and have all that up and away. I just need to, these two wires are gonna have 2 fuses in them, and then going into the splitter there. And then, but the dash is pretty much ready to go on. So we're gonna get that going, and I'll do a time lapse of that for you guys also. All right, dashboard is in for the most part. Just a few more screws. Got 2 more on this side and the 1 up top, and the 2 down there, and it's good. But everyone on that side is pretty much good, and the 1 in the center down under by the pedal. We're gonna finish assembling the dash up today. All the plastics, glove box and whatnot. I'll probably leave the glove box out so we still have access to finish wiring up the few little things down there. But other than that, we're almost golden. We have the Pioneer MVH 1400 NEX, full touchscreen, no buttons. Thing looks amazing, flawless. And then we have the Race Pack IQ3S street version with a carbon bezel by Carbon Fiber Elements. Shout out to the homie Corey, Real CBB, Real CBB. Appreciate you, homie. Go check them out on Instagram, the Real CBB. Dope EM1 build coming through. Now let's wire up this ground and see if we can get this radio on. What I'm gonna be doing now is I already have the power hooked up and wired up. I just need to hook up the ground. The ground cable got messed up, so we picked up this little simple, nothing fancy, from AutoZone battery terminal, which I can put on the negative terminal on the battery, tighten it, and it allows me to use a ring terminal, which is what the Wireworks. I'll show you this to you guys. Now you know these clips are good, they don't come apart. I'm trying to this hard. Boom, there you go. We have the Wireworks ground cable here. Real nice and neat, wired, labeled, nice and strong. This side's for the 10, and this side would be going to the 12 right here on the terminal. So ground wired up pretty simple. Just put this right here, boom, washer, nut. We have a ground. Just need to put this on the car and use a self-tapping screw somewhere, and then boom, we're good. Or if I can get it to reach somewhere where I have a 10mm, that would be ideal. But this car, they shaved off so much. I normally use the 10 that was here. There's usually a 10 back here behind the headlight bracket, but I'm not going to attempt to take this off because they have Bondo on the other side, and I'm pretty sure something's going to mess up. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is install this so we have a ground here. What I was gonna do is just use a self-tapping screw, which is the easiest, but not the most, I don't know what to say, not the proper way to do it, because there's not a lot of room for this self-tapping to grab, so it's like it could come loose with vibration and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a little hole, and I'm going to put a nutsert. So I'm going to show you guys how to install a rivnut in here, so that way we can use a 10mm M6 in here, so that way we have a ground, a secure ground. And let's get it started. We have the rivnut tool right here, and you have the M6 head already installed in it. So how this works is it screws on to here, and you put it just leveled with the top is how I like to do it, and leave it here. Now that I have this here ready to go, I'm going to drill my hole. So that way this easily slides in the hole nice and snug. So I'm gonna want it like right about here. Let's mark it. That is going good. Swap this up. Love my little DeWalt. You can obviously see this thing gets used and abused. I've had this thing for almost 6 years now. Still putting in work. I think it's time to retire it and get a new one. I like to use a step drill for this. It just allows me to go to the exact spot I need to go to step by step. Unibit. Maybe one or two more, we should be good. Voila. See how nice and snug that is? Nice and snug. So we're gonna take this. This is gonna go in here. And you simply just press this, both sides, and we have a nutsert. You just unscrew this here from the middle. And now I have a 10mm hole there. See how easy that was? Boom, let me show you guys. And what better way to demonstrate and properly secure than Downstar. Downstar all the things. Now you have a nice, tight, and secure ground. Oh. Got the steering column back up. For those of you who don't know, I'll just go ahead and point out the few little steps you need to get the column back up. You need to put the first in and slide in the shaft into the rack and pinion knuckle, and then catch this little 10, making sure that the groove is facing backwards, so that way you don't strip the screw. There's a little slot specifically for it. You want it facing the back where the screw goes into. So once you slide that in, I normally just push it up and catch these first two up here first. There's a 12 nut here on this side, and one also on the other side back here. You just want to remove the top cover so you have access. You can just stick your hand right there and screw that up. I have everything hand tight for now, just so I can have it up. And then I went down. There's this little plastic bushing thing that goes on here. It has a little longer part that has a little clip. You can see it, but there's a little clip that goes into the column right up here. See this little guy right there? It actually clips into a little hole that's in the column. That way, this bracket here can hold the steering column snug. I don't know if you ever see when your steering column, you can hear it going doo 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 doo. So every now and then, that's this piece hitting on the inside because you don't have this piece here. So yeah, that just shows everyone what that is. Quick little stop on working. We got to run to meet up with Blast Powder Coating to drop off some parts. He's actually on the way down in my area, so I took advantage to have him meet up with me. I had a few parts that I forgot to give him. I'm gonna meet up with him real quick, give him those parts, and then shoot right back to the shop and get right back to work. I'll let you guys know what's going on afterwards. Yo! All right, we officially got power. Headlight harness worked flawlessly. It has lights. Radio is on. I just need to connect the plug for the dash and the aim should turn right on too. Dope. And this is the Pioneer MVH 1400X first startup. Pretty clean interface. I like it. All right, we're gonna wrap today up, head home, go pick up my daughter from school, do the whole family thing. You know, we do have responsibilities besides cars. So yeah, go handle some regular life things, but we got a little bit done today. Got the dashboard in, radio wired up. Headlight harness is fully on and working, headlights work. We have power. Driver seat is in, steering column is up. Next step is gonna be plug in the AIM dash. Shout out to Wireworks for that, just plug and play, bam! And then we have to put in the rear section harness right there in the back. Again, shout out to Wireworks. Making it all just plug and play, simple and easy, baby. That's why can't go wrong. So it's a wrap. Go to the bottom, like, comment, let me know what you guys think, what you want to see, not what should I do, everything I'm going to do, I'm going to post it up so you guys will see it. Comment, let me know anything I don't post or already did and you want to know about, I'll go ahead and post that. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe, grab their phone and subscribe your damn self because you know they need to see this. 4-door hatch, J32, coming soon. Shout out to everybody that's involved, helping out. Y'all know who you are. Downstar, Vane Engine Stand, Mayhem Metalwork, YSN Lexan, Wireworks, Wireware, Tri-State Motorsports, CCC Racing. I'm sure I'm forgetting some people, but I'll catch up and get them in a few other videos. Boom, holla.